Have you ever wondered how an ecstatic dance set is structured? If you've attended more than one ecstatic dance set yourself, you might have noticed that there is a similarity between the sets. But it's hard to understand what is going on because a typical ecstatic dance set is stretched over 2 hours. And if it's a good set, well, you're being totally swept up in it. So in this video, you will learn about the 7 stages approach. Now let's have a closer look at each stage.
Welcome to the lesson about the 7 stages of ecstatic dance. Based on knowledge from Ecstatic Dance Bay Area, based on knowledge from veteran DJ Ian Golden, and based on the knowledge of the 5 rhythms, we've developed a system for you that dissects the ecstatic dance set into 7 stages. These 7 stages describe the different parts of an ecstatic dance set, but it doesn't mean that they only necessarily appear once per set. Some stages can occur multiple times. So let's dive into these 7 stages. The first stage is the opening stage, when it's the first time that it comes around, and it's referred to as the dream stage when it comes around for another time. In this stage, we really invite dancers to very slowly come into a space of the ecstatic dance journey. It contains beatless music, maybe with a voice, maybe with a tone being struck on an instrument or a synthesizer, natural sounds, ambient music that is inviting people into slowly starting to wake up. The goal of the opening stage is to very slowly invite people into a dance journey. The second stage we call the activation stage. In this stage, we introduce a beat. We introduce a rhythm. This can be something percussive. This can be something electronic. It definitely is very slow. It's easygoing. The purpose of this stage is to gently energize the dancers and get them into movement. The cruise stage. This is where the action really starts to take off. We invite the dancers to really get into movement with some mid-tempo tracks that have a consistent rhythm, consistent flow. One of the purposes of the cruise stage is to build momentum to get dancers into the climax stage. Climax stage is where we really get the ecstatic part of ecstatic dance. This is where people start to really release and really jump around, dance around, maybe even scream and shout. And the music can really be in a peak. The next stage is not really a stage. This is the revisit. In the revisit stage, we can visit one of the earlier stages to build back to a climax again. Now, when you're becoming a pro, the revisit can become way more flexible where it's used. But in the beginner course, we will focus on taking us back to a dream or an activation stage, and from there building back up into a climax. Now, after a couple of adventures in this zone, we come to the final parts of our 2-hour dance set. In the landing stage, we play songs that can be lyrical, that can be nostalgic, that can be fun. It's really a cheerful stage. After people have released a couple of times, they can really be open and celebrate life. Although the landing stage can be fun and dancey, one of the purposes is also to go lower in energy from a climax, to start preparing the dancers to go into the closing stage. The closing stage resembles many parts of the opening stage. You could actually say that the closing stage is an inverted opening stage, because although we use the same type of music, there is an interesting difference that closing tracks usually have a different feel than opening tracks. They might start with more sound present and end with nothing. We're ending this module with the 7 stages because they're very important. They form a backbone to your ecstatic dance sets. They give you a framework of how to look at music and how to flow through your sets. If your set contains all these stages, including the revisit, then it has a strong, dynamic, engaging fundament.
So hopefully these 7 stages serve your ecstatic dance set and helps you to build a structured, flowy and engaging story with your set. In this video you've seen some bits and pieces of the course that we offer. And if this resonates with you, I invite you to head over to our website and to check it out.